What's up, everybody? Cappy here, and welcome once again.
Have you finished Injustice yet?
I still can't believe
Fuck you!
Still can't believe you go by Cappy.
Yeah, I actually have some guest stars with me today. Hopefully they'll be full time. We'll see what the fuck happens. Sean, they already know who the fuck you are, I'm sure. If I remembered to upload that shit. James?
Hello.
So if you didn't even upload it, then the joke has no meaning. There's no reference there.
They'll get it. Eventually.
If you didn't upload it, then
Yes.
no, they won't.
Anyway, let's get started with the gameplays. Today we'll be playing Jak and Daxter, the first game. I'm not gonna bother myself to remember the fucking name.
The Precursor Legacy, it's right there.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
It's not even small.
Anyway, let's start this up, shall we?
Best of the three games, my opinion. Because there's no GTA race system.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find.
I haven't
Who
come back
were
to
the
that, but I don't want
precursors?
to talk during this.
Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they
I
vanish?
suppose, but I just hate it when
I have asked the plants,
I'm doing it right
but
now.
they do not remember. The plants
Well,
have
it
asked
won't
the
be
rocks,
No, because
but the
this is
rocks do
story.
not recall.
Yeah.
Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and
Oh god,
rejecting
this guy
of
Dax
my
started off
guidance.
as a
And why would
regular
he
old
want to listen
humanoid.
to same as
I
the
don't know what
sage
the race is
anyway?
called.
I
I'm
would
only
say
the
elves,
master
but
of
I'm
Brainy
not
Go,
entirely sure.
one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay,
I mean,
As
it
with
looks
many of
clear,
fate's
the
mysteries,
definition has improved to
it
me,
begins
as I recall,
with a small
but in
act
terms of
disobedience.
the character design,
Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
the character design looks like, PS2 era.
Yeah.
It is definitely a PS2 game
It was,
of that category.
You don't know.
Of course I do.
speaking of PS games,
I beat this
are
game.
you two willing to play the, Spyro Remastered Trilogy when it comes out?
Oh, I love it. Shut the fuck up.
Facts, amigo. If the locals possess precursor items,
It's the big bad
know
evil guy.
what to do.
Deal harshly with
Oh,
anybody
and his
who
lieutenant,
strays
Sexy
from the
Tits.
village. We
Oh,
I
no,
actually want to play that.
they're related.
His sister, Sexy Tits. Doesn't matter.
He's even staring at them. Come on. If you can
Was he
rewind
really? Oh my God.
Yeah, if you can rewind the episode, it looks like he's staring
What
at
are we
them.
doing here?
I knew his
anyway,
minions
Jack?
were.
This place gives me the creeps.
They weren't standing at attention for him. They were staring at her tits. Womp womp.
It's a massive switch in personality
Wow,
for Jak
stupid
after
precursor
this game.
junk.
I'll admit that.
Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers.
Don't forget,
How did you do
Judge
that?
not talk in the first one?
No, no.
I think we're in trouble! Ow!
Guess that was a dark ego bomb.
Wow, that's
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and
What is
you
it supposed to
listened!
be anyways? Fair?
Why?
Is it actually stated on a weasel specifically? Okay.
He is a PS2 icon.
So that's right, yeah, you didn't get him a mascot for a while there, didn't you?
Okay, I'm
That is
fine.
a totally
I'm
wild
fine.
beside this.
Some people say that he was the main plot point, not Jak.
What?
A lot of people like Dexter a lot more than Jak.
Daxter, not Dexter.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
It's not pronunciation.
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, The two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go.
Why do you have a
Misty
log
Island.
in your hair?
And then
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed
It connects
bath,
him to
but
the
in a
green
bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement.
He's used to dealing
And
with
besides,
Probably.
I couldn't
probably
help
hates
you if I
Louisa
wanted
anyway.
to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly
you can't go
over
back
it
foot.
if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be
And
working on
here's
such a
sexy
thing at
tits
this
number 2.
very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand
So
the
who
canyon's
else beat
heat.
off to her
Isn't
when they
that
got
right,
to
Daddy?
puberty?
Yes,
I'll admit
Kira,
that
that
happened.
might work.
Hell yeah.
But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere.
Some of
And
the
even if they aren't willing to
sucks
just
so
give
much.
them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
God, this is
Well,
such
we
an
got the
exposition.
brave
Such an
adventurer, at least.
exposition dump.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training.
Is he fucking
Before
flying?
you do
He's
anything
flying. I don't remember
else,
him being
you
able to
better
fly.
go through the warp gate and get some practice on
It's
Geyser
the log on
Rock.
his head. It allows him to
We
do
won't
it.
find any more of that dark gooey eco
that's
stuff,
why
will we?
logs
Because
there.
I'd hate to fall
Yeah,
in
'cause
again
it's
and
just
turn
on the
into
Wait, that
you.
doesn't make any
Get
sense.
in
If
there
he just is on his
before I
feet,
turn
and he
you
won't be able to
both
balance
into
on
He
it.
has logs on his feet.
Yeah, if he has the ones just on his feet, he will be able to balance. That's why Iron Man had to have the things in his hand to balance. So he's got the one on his head to help keep it.
Okay,
That
we'll go
makes
with
perfect sense.
Oh,
Well, no, okay. That
This
helps him
device is a
stay
communicator.
balanced.
With it, my father and I can give you
yeah,
advice at any
but how does
time
it
during your
enable him
voice.
to fly?
Because he's got power of Green Eco. Green Eco is known for the power of...
Green Eco keeps you grounded.
No, it gives you health and it
These
makes you
floating
fly.
egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the
He's a
villagers
sage.
will power cell in exchange.
That can't be.
He has
That's not an argument. It's everything.
Power.
He has plot power.
No, wait.
Okay, that's a good argument. He has fucking blood armor. He has the power of plot.
He has great unlimited power.
Yeah. Because he has plot power. We've established
This
this.
is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can
It's weird
find.
how they introduced
You need
that
to
in
collect
this
20
game
of
and
these
no
so I
other.
can power the heat shield
power
for your
cell?
egg will
Yeah.
have zoomer.
Yeah, I guess they do.
We gotta remember to hop into the future. Oh, shit, spoilers.
Just the future, really?
Yes!
Yeah, but you forget. Did they go into the future or did they go into the past?
No, they hopped further into the future where technology... That's why guns and
No, it was
technology...
No, because remember, in the third one, well, you didn't play the third one, did you?
No, we
played the
didn't.
third one.
Not,
No,
not all
no,
the
the
way through.
third one. In the third one, you find out towards the end of the game that
Don't spoil it
the
too much. We'll be playing it eventually.
shut up. You find out that but I'll whisper it to you. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
They got
Yeah. No, in the end of this game, if you do the 100%, you open up the teleport. And then you find out in the second game that that teleporter actually took you to the future.
It's up to speculation.
I don't know in that case.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I have to listen to this.
I'll bet
Yes.
if you collect all 7 in
That's
each
it.
area.
Well, right
you
now
can
this is
find
just
even more
tutorial
power cells.
information. It's
Yeah,
not
that's-
story.
Oh, we're in a story now.
Yes, we are. We're in the land of basic bullshit.
After exposition dump.
Break
And look,
boxes and even
in 10
activate
minutes,
some precursor artifacts when
the
you
bulk
get
majority of your of this episode has been exposition dumped.
At the very, at least it's not Okami. 30 minutes.
Fuck you! Okami was excellent.
It was an excellent,
You should play Okami.
but it is a 30-minute intro.
Don't care. It was excellent.
Just like Metal Gear Solid 4.
I missed that game. It was so underrated. And one, it deserves a reboot. Two, it deserves a second. It deserves a second game because because at the end of the first one, it's perfectly set up for a sequel.
Hey Sean,
What?
they did remake Okami.
What?
Yes, it came out on PC and PS.
Oh no! When I say remake, I mean like remaster it and re-release it.
They did.
This vent will give you a
Oh,
full charge of
Okami
blue
remastered.
eco, letting you
Well,
use it for the
shit.
maximum
You're
time.
behind.
They made the same mistake as they did with the first one. Not enough publicity.
Very much so. But another good game that would actually be great to remaster, I think, would probably be the Banjo-Kazooie dual games.
They did remaster Banjo-Kazooie, didn't they?
No, they made Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which is a shit show beyond compare.
Oh, yeah, they made another sequel.
You can breathe energy
Can you even
Oh
call
wait, no, I
that
was
a
thinking
game?
of Crash Bandicoot.
laid dormant for years.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
In fact, didn't they release like a collection trilogy?
yes, they did.
Yeah, that. But yes,
Well, no, I knew of it. I just didn't really bother to keep up with it.
yeah, they remastered it.
Those
around
little
the-
green balls of
And I'll be
energy on the
honest,
ground
this
are a
is probably
type
gonna
of
piss a lot of people off, but I didn't really like Crash Bandicoot that much.
Crash was alright. It wasn't the great icon that everyone says it is. I think Spyro's more of an icon than Crash was.
You're all wrong.
And this is why you only have one subscriber.
I have 20.
And this is why you only have one subscriber with 19 other accounts.
Fuck you. I
And you're all,
don't.
and you're, by the way, you're all wrong.
and jump again in the air to reach
The
even
Sly Cooper
higher
series is
ledges.
the best PS2.
Oh god, yes. We need to play Sly Cooper as well.
I actually have that trilogy.
We should play some whole game.
I don't know if I can record it though because it's on a PlayStation Play Now system setup, which they have limitations on their junk.
Yeah, it's lame.
Aaron, I think I actually have a physical copy.
You do?
Yes.
For PS4?
Yes. No, not 4. 3.
I don't have a PS3.
Oh.
It was,
And PS4 isn't backwards compatible.
no, it's not. Unless you have a PS3.
Well, actually, I was reading. Oh god, I wish I could remember who published this. I was reading an article that apparently it does have all the necessary components. I guess is the right word to be backwards compatible, but
It was just-
there are certain there are certain features that disable. Yeah, there's certain software, I guess you could say, that would need to be. I'm trying to think of the right words here. That would need to be resolved. But the hardware. Shut up. But there's certain hardware issues that are like not hardware issues. The hardware is there. The software is not. At least if I remember correctly from this article. I wish I could find it again.
I mean, that's the problem they had with PS2 to 3,
Oh,
was that
thank God.
PS2 took a very particular set of hardware. So they had the slim PS3 that could only play PS3, and then they had the chunky PS3, which could actually play PS2, but had all those extra components.
I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time for this just being random bullshit. But
Did you just go back? You were already here before.
yeah, but I had to collect all the shit.
Oh,
You forget, this is a collectathon.
Yes.
The
true, but
The original Jack.
And in this,
it's been what? God, when did this come out? How old are we?
I was at least 12 or 13.
It's been roughly a decade. You can't expect me to remember every little detail about these games.
But the best part about these old collectathons is the collectibles were actually useful.
Oh, they weren't?
Yeah.
Well,
You use the orbs to buy more power cores.
But what about the little eggs?
That's what the eggs are.
you were collecting things to help collect more
Good training,
things.
boys.
Yes. That actually
Nothing
progressed the story.
compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Besides that, actually, you get all the infinite abilities at the start.
We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to
Wait,
stay
those
and chat,
cutscenes, I
Big
think we
Green,
can cut
but
it out.
we're
Yeah.
itching to get on with our adventures.
You go over a couple
Fine,
minutes. It's fine.
fine.
Yeah.
Adventure away then.
Adventure!
While you're out adventuring,
Adventure time. Come
why
on,
don't you
good
make yourself
friends.
useful?
God,
My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you?
It looks like someone deliberately
Follow
placed
the
rocks.
left.
Rocks there.
Right there.
I mean, they could.
They're not clogged up. Someone has sabotaged them.
Yeah. They're clogged. Wink,
Out
wink.
of here!
I mean, if they're clogged up, I mean, it could be the fact that Green Eco just pushes rocks up.
Okay. I'm not gonna go into the village and collect random tasks. I'm just gonna end this shit here because it's a great stopping point, and I'm sorry I wasted your time with this shit, but...
Well, I mean, technically we are going to be doing random tasks.
True, so, I mean, it's a little bit of the same stuff. This was
We're just not going to continue the episode doing random tasks. We're going to continue the episode talking about
These two
nonsense.
couldn't have blocked their ears.
Yeah.
This is a podcast, Aaron. This just is a video game in the background.
I understand that completely. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you really like this, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video.
And please don't sue us, Aaron.
Why would he sue us?
Fuck you.